to the Mike Leaf Show here this week. Grant Wall joined, as always, by Winona State head men's basketball coach Mike Leaf. And Coach finally got to play a couple home conference games last weekend, and they were really good ones for your Warriors squad. A couple of 20-plus point wins over Sioux Falls and Southwest Minnesota State.
Yeah, it was. I didn't expect that, and they weren't real easy. And I think a big part of it was our defense. Our defense played really, really well, and there were some spurts where we weren't hitting our shots, and but our defense and rebounding was there, and it's great to see at this point in time.
It seemed like both games kind of followed the same blueprint. Get out to an early lead. You made some quick shots, some three-pointers early in the game, made a couple stops on defense. All of a sudden you were up 7, 8, 9, and then we're able to move those into double digits and keep it there. Yeah, and you mentioned that. It was, last year we had a few games like that, and we came out in the second half and after building a lead, and we let the opponent back into it. And it was, it was Taylor Cameron who mentioned it actually downstairs in the locker room, and he also did in the huddle. One of the huddles that we had when we took an immediate timeout, and he just said, guys, remember Upper Iowa. We've got to remember that, and we can't let that happen again. And right after that break, we went out there and we extended it. And so, learning from those games early on, and I'm glad that he brought that up. And we were able to extend it, and that's just, it's something that you want to have happen. You mentioned Taylor Cameron. He made a personal best 4 threes in the game Friday night against Sioux Falls, and then did it again Saturday against Southwest, going for 4 threes. He's a guy who's really shooting the ball well, and he's running the offense really well, keeping the Warriors on pace and going. Yeah, Cameron does such a great job, and he knows the players that are out there so well. And one of the things when he first started playing here was he was so pass orientated and not scoring. And he's really developed that over the years. But I tell you, a big positive for us is teams are really starting to focus. You can hear the coaches from the bench talking about Bambi. Mm-hmm. Don't call him that though. My God, no, I'm kidding. That is Dad's nickname. Yep. But Riley really does. He draws a crowd, and he makes good cuts, and it really does. It has people helping, and it opens up our other players. And I told Riley that's going to happen, and then it's going to be a switchback. Mm-hmm. So, but TC's playing well right now, and but he's not even close to peaking. I mean, he can do so many more things, and that's yet to be seen. Something that's really helping out your shooters is the emergence of Skylar Oloughlin, a guy who hadn't played a whole lot the last 2 years. But has stepped into a starting role this year, a little more responsibility, had a double-double against Southwest this weekend, and is really starting to exert himself right there underneath the basket. Yeah, he's, once he sprawls himself out there with those arms up, it's a big guy to shoot over. Mm-hmm. And, it was crazy in that second game against South. I mean, I think he had 5 dunks in there, and yeah. I was saying after the game, my entire time with Jerry Norman, I don't think we had but maybe 2 or 3, and that was a 5-year span. Time, yeah. But no, he's really getting much better at reading, because initially he was always in the post, and I said I need to keep him out of the post and play on the backside, play behind, so that we have those areas where we can dribble penetrate. And once we get in there, because we got Riley and TC and Kellen do such a great job of it, that once they get in there and his man helps, you got to have that outlet, that pass inside, as well as a three-point shot. So he's really reading that very, very well and capitalizing on it. Really quickly, 2 games this week. The first one is Tuesday night against Viterbo. You step out of conference play. What can we expect against the V-Hawks? Well, Viterbo is a team that they've always run a motion offense, and I think that a lot like Sioux Falls, where a motion is a style where you don't go from point A to point B. So they're going off of reads. So our defense really has to step up and really do a lot more chatter or talk, as I call it out there. But that's what they like to do, and they're very, very patient, very disciplined. And, it's one of those things where, it doesn't matter what it says on the jersey. We got to play our game, play great defense, don't give up layups, and protect that basket and finish. And that's the rebounding aspect of it. Well, it's a 7 p.m. game against Viterbo on Tuesday night. We'll be back later this week with Coach Leaf as we look forward to one final NSIC contest before the new year.